effective ways to help them stay in school, off drugs, and keep from developing a mental illness. Mentoring a teen or small child is a great way to help you and a teen live a happier, healthier, and more productive life, and improve and give back to the community. Mentor a child or teen this year. It could change not only your life, but others.
For questions or more resources, text 258-1029.
On the Media is all about print, broadcast, and the internet.
And civil liberties, we do a lot on that.
The show is about technological utopia and creepy dystopia.
Law and lawbreakers.
Blowhards and liars.
Mainly, though, On the Media is about an hour. Please spend it with us.
Saturday mornings at 7 on KSJE, Farmington. .54 degrees outside our studios at San Juan College at 8:50 a.m. Thursday morning. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. And again, our weather forecast for today, more sunshine and more warm temperatures. 77 for a high in Farmington today. 47 overnight tonight. A bit warmer tomorrow with a high of 78 on both Friday and Saturday with sunshine in store. Overnight lows right near 50 degrees, 79 degrees, and sunny on Sunday. Maybe another chance of a shower or two coming into the region on Monday. That's a look at the forecast over the next several days. It's Thursday morning here on KSJE, and you're listening to the Scott Michlin Morning Program. And as we do every Thursday, we check in with Jason Calcote from Citizens Trust and Investment Corporation to check on the economy. Jason, good morning.
Good morning. Looking pretty good. They're looking
really
pretty good. Yeah, the markets are doing well.
We trust you. We trust you. You know, you're a trusting guy.
I report the facts.
Yes.
No,
what do they show?
Pretty flat yesterday. The markets dipped just a little bit, about 0.25%.
Okay.
So nothing much going on yesterday. They barely slipped away from closing at a record high, and really, a lot of this we're reacting to corporate earnings right now. All the earnings reports are coming out for the first quarter. And so it's kind of a mixed bag of earnings right now. And
okay.
So the market's not real sure which way to go.
Interesting. Right.
We've got some of the big movers. Caterpillar shares fell about 3%. And this was kind of odd because they had better than forecasted earnings.
Oh.
But their CFO came out and said that they're looking at a big slowdown in their business in China.
Interesting.
Which,
okay.
You know, that could be a direct result of what's been going on between the U.S. and China for the past, 12, 18 months.
Right.
And so that really overshadowed their strong earnings report.
Okay. And they're a big construction business or related business,
yep,
right? So
yep.
if China's slowing down, that would maybe hit them a little bit, and tariffs and what have you?
Exactly right. Yep. We saw this forecasted growth for China really start to slow down during this first quarter of this year, and I mean, we're seeing a direct result of that.
Interesting. Okay.
AT&T, they're down about 4% after a disappointing first quarter. So again, big stocks that are held, in the Dow and big parts of the S&P. On the other side of that, Domino's Pizza was up about 5% on strong numbers, and eBay's up about 5% on stronger than expected earnings there too. So a mixed bag. They did come out later last night, and 3M actually posted their earnings report.
Okay.
3M, they're held in the Dow. They're one of the 30 Dow stocks.
Been around forever.
They've been around forever, and it was a dismal earnings report. Yeah. So the Dow, I think they were poised to open up pretty low today.
Right. Want to take a look?
Yeah, sure.
See where we are?
Up, yeah.
Okay. Here's a look at the chart, everybody, and year over year.
And this is pretty much as a direct result. The futures were down about 150 after 3M mentioned their report.
Okay.
Again, dismal earnings, and they're actually looking, in order to cut costs, they're looking at cutting about 2,000 jobs, which is worst case scenario. I mean, if you can't save money elsewhere and you have to cut jobs, you're in trouble.
And 3M, I know it's adhesive tape, but it's a lot more than that. It's one of those huge companies, right?
Yep. A lot of stuff that you would never even know originates from that.
And I forget what the M's stand for, but it's like mining and manufacturing and some other M.
Some other M.
But
Those two
it's-
sounded really
but
good,
it's
though.
3M,
Yeah.
so that's what we know. Anyways,
So-
but there's the chart in it. We are above where we were last year.
Exactly. No, we were at record highs on Tuesday, and we barely slipped yesterday. So again, really, what's been driving that? We had about less than 6 months ago now. We had this fiasco in December.
Right. And you
but-
can see that very clearly,
You
too,
can
in the
see it
chart.
very
Yes,
clearly.
Exactly, okay.
But since then, tech has really led that comeback, and tech has been up 36% since Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve was the worst
Okay.
drop that we saw in the quarter.
Right.
Followed by the record high, the next,
Okay.
or the record gain the next day.
Sure.
So
And tech is NASDAQ, or
Right.
the NASDAQ
Right,
averages.
NASDAQ, yep, same. NASDAQ is tech heavy. And so, again, I think we talked about this last week, but that's really just a great chart to show you how if you just stay the course, you can really ride out these ups and downs.
Right.
And they end up being a bump in your rear view instead of detrimental to your savings.
True.
So don't panic.
Okay. All right. Where else we going this morning?
So,
What else you want to talk about?
the other thing that's kind of dominating headlines right now is oil.
Sure.
Everybody in the county here is always interested in what's going on there. It did end near a 6-month high yesterday. They slipped a little bit. On Tuesday, they hit 66.60 a barrel, which is a 6-month high. They were down a little bit to 65.89 a barrel. And that actually came after economic data from the U.S. showed that U.S. stockpiles are higher than we thought. Analysts, they thought there'd be about a 1.3 million more barrels added to the inventory of the U.S. It was actually 5.5, so we're starting to sit on a little bit of oil right now.
Interesting.
And that kind of countered fears of a tight supply. You've got these
Right.
sanctions on Iran that the U.S. has come out and said they don't want any waivers on that. Kind of made China mad. China's one of the biggest purchasers of Iran's oil.
Right.
So they don't want any waivers on that. You still got Venezuela that's a mess. And so really picking up that slack is the U.S. We were the top producer last year, and we're right back there again.
Interesting.
Last week we edged to a record high again of 12.2 million barrels a day.
Wow.
So yeah.
You're producing a lot of oil.
We are.
We really
are. We're one of the top. We are the top producer again this year for now.
Interesting. But of course, we've heard, I think last week you said that maybe Russia and some of the OPEC nations were going to increase production because they were done with these limits.
That's what we thought.
And if the price is still steady, if not up a little bit, that's interesting to me.
It is. No, I agree.
As an armchair economic analyst that I am. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what happens, but this definitely, you're right. Everybody had this fear of a tight supply going on, resulting from the OPEC cuts, which were made last year, and then the sanctions. And OPEC has come out and said that they're thinking about raising some of their production limits, and we'll see. We'll see what happens when they meet again.
Okay. Interesting. All right. And what else?
So other than that, we can end it on natural gas. Again, pretty pertinent to this area. We're at 247 right now. Not really where we want to be. In the past month, we've dropped from about 270 to 247. The temperatures are warming up. The demand's going down.
Right.
And one silver lining I would say that I read earlier is the president is considering waiving this requirement that only U.S.-flagged vessels can move natural gas from American ports to Puerto Rico or the Northeast. So we've got only stuff. So if we open it up to some competition, then we could maybe see some cheaper shipping costs.
Interesting. Okay. But don't we have pipelines to move all this stuff around
well,
too? Or
we have
is this
pipelines
another
to
way
move
to do
move it down to the ports.
I see. And then they have to go somewhere else.
Then from there they ship it. So.
Got it. And so this may open that up a little bit.
Yeah. Competition's always good.
It is. That's true. All right. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Jason, thanks so much.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. That's Jason Calcote, everybody, from Citizens Trust and Investment Corporation, right here on KSJE, Farmington.
Hi, everyone. I'm Scott Michlin.
And I'm Jenny Lee Ryan.
And we're here to tell you how to become a zero-mile achiever.
First, register online for the 0 Mile Fun Run at KSJE.com.
Second, join us at San Juan College Graduation Plaza on Saturday, May 18th.
Third, run. We'll start the race at 10:30 a.m. on an actual 27-foot course downhill, and that's it.
All proceeds benefit listener-supported KSJE.
So register now.